In a dramatic escalation of hostilities, footage obtained from a Ukrainian drone operator unveils intense combat between the 109th Territorial Defense Brigade and Russian forces in Krasnohorivka, Donetsk Oblast. The harrowing footage captures the Ukrainian troops facing heavy enemy fire from strategically positioned Russian-held buildings. Amidst the chaos, Humvees equipped with .50 turret guns provide covering fire as Ukrainian dismounted units bravely advance, engaging in close-quarters combat. Satchel charges are seen being deployed, intensifying the confrontation. Tension peaks as a massive explosion rocks the battlefield, potentially triggered by one of the deployed charges, leaving the fate of a trailing vehicle uncertain. However, surveillance drones managed to track both Humvees safely exiting the area, narrowly escaping catastrophe. In a separate development, soldiers of the renowned 28th Brigade, named after the Knights of the Winter Campaign, unleash kamikaze drones to devastating effect. Targeting an armored repair and recovery vehicle along with a T-72 tank, the Ukrainian forces effectively thwart enemy attempts at evacuation and repair, inflicting casualties on the occupiers. According to Doco Defense, Ukrainian troops demonstrate exceptional prowess, eliminating one occupier and injuring another during the operation. The strategic deployment of kamikaze drones proves instrumental in neutralizing enemy assets, leaving the crew of the targeted vehicle reeling from the assault. Meanwhile, in Kherson, Ukrainian precision strikes target a Russian-occupied gas station with pinpoint accuracy. Utilizing guided rockets fired from advanced HIMARS launchers, Ukrainian forces deal a crippling blow to enemy infrastructure. While the extent of casualties and equipment damage remains undisclosed, the strike underscores Ukraine's commitment to countering Russian aggression across multiple fronts. In a brazen display of aggression, last day enemy forces unleashed a barrage of 16 rockets and 31 airstrikes, along with 79 attacks from rocket salvo systems, targeting both Ukrainian troops and civilian-populated areas. Reports from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine indicate that over 110 settlements in various regions, including Chernihiv, Sumy, Kharkiv, Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson came under relentless artillery fire. Amidst the chaos, the Russian army suffered significant losses, with 9 tanks, 16 artillery systems, and a staggering 920 soldiers reported killed in action within Ukrainian territory. Despite this, the enemy maintained a menacing presence along the border, hindering Ukrainian troop movements and reinforcing defensive barriers. In a devastating blow to Ukraine's infrastructure, the Trypillia thermal power plant in Kiev Oblast was destroyed in a Russian missile strike. President Volodymyr Zelensky, in an interview with PBS NewsHour, disclosed that Russian forces launched a total of 11 missiles towards the plant. While Ukrainian defense systems successfully intercepted the initial 7 missiles, the remaining 4 found their mark, leading to the complete obliteration of the Trypillia TPP. The loss of the Trypillia TPP resulted in the crippling of Centrenergo's generating capacity, rendering it incapacitated and severely impacting energy supply to regions including Kiev, Zhytomyr, and Cherkasy oblasts. President Zelensky revealed the critical shortage of defensive missiles as a contributing factor to the plant's vulnerability, stating, "We have run out of all the missiles that protected the Trypillia TPP." President Zelensky emphasized the urgent requirement for international assistance, particularly from allies such as the United States, to counter the formidable military arsenal deployed by Russia. The Trypillia TPP, situated less than 30 kilometers south of Kiev, served as a vital power supplier to Kiev, Zhytomyr, and Cherkasy oblasts, exacerbating the impact of its destruction on regional energy supply. In addition to the attack on the Trypillia TPP, reports indicate an escalation of offensive maneuvers by Russian forces in Ukraine. Ruslan Muzychuk, spokesperson for the National Guard of Ukraine, disclosed that Russian units have been redeployed from the Lyman direction towards Chasiv Yar, signifying an intensified push by Russian forces. The situation around Chasiv Yar remains fluid, with Ukrainian defense forces actively engaged in efforts to maintain control and prevent flanking attacks. Muzychuk emphasized the strategic advantage held by Ukrainian forces, citing fortified positions and the geographical significance of Chasiv Yar in defense operations. In a recent report from the Institute for the Study of War, ISW, concerns arise over the persistent delays in U.S. security assistance to Ukraine, which could significantly impact the balance of power in the region. The report underscores how these delays limit Ukrainian forces' defensive capabilities while granting Russian forces greater flexibility for offensive maneuvers. Key findings from the report revealed that prolonged delays in aid could pave the way for operational gains by Russian forces in the future. Military analysts have also observed an ongoing innovation and adaptation race in air defense strategies between Russia and Ukraine. Russia's strategic adjustments in timing, scale, composition, and targets of its strikes pose challenges for Ukraine's air defense systems. The shortage of anti-aircraft missile systems, exacerbated by delays in U.S. military aid, has left Ukraine ill-prepared to counter the evolving Russian strike systems. Consequently, Ukrainian forces are forced to grapple with difficult decisions regarding the allocation of air defense resources, leaving frontline areas vulnerable to Russian air attacks.